Full time at the Emirates. Newcastle United have won 2-0. We have actually kept the clean sheet at the Emirates, and we have won here for the first time since 2010. Sandro, Sandro, midfield maestro from Milano. Sandro, 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 midfield maestro from Milano. Sandro, ole, ole, ole. I mean, that in terms of highlights time is the biggest ever away result for Newcastle United. The last time I think Newcastle's probably won an away match of that magnitude, I reckon probably would have been the neutral FA Cup games back in 98 and 99 where we beat Tottenham and Sheffield United respectively. I don't think we had a bigger away result since that. I mean, that is historic tonight. We went to the Emirates against what is a world-class Arsenal team, what is just filled with, I mean, you're talking billions, I mean, you're looking at what is billions of pounds worth of world-class quality. Newcastle's went here, this was Arsenal's advantage tonight. They couldn't even score against Newcastle, and Newcastle really have, in the space of 3 matches, Old Trafford won against Manchester United, Tottenham won at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, tonight won at the Emirates against Arsenal. 3 of the big 6 in a row, away, 1-1-1. I mean, how ridiculous is that when you put it in the context? Newcastle against the big 6 this season, 6-3-1 our record is. Our only loss was a 2-1 loss away at Chelsea with Cole Palmer at a masterclass. Newcastle had not lost a single big 6 match all season. That's the entire season. Chelsea won in the cup. Obviously Arsenal have won first leg here in the cup. And now, just to go through in 90 minutes, Arsenal has to win at least 3-0 at St James's Park. They have to win by 3 just to go through in the 90 minutes.
We are going to fucking smash them at home. Sorry for the swearing.
That's right, don't worry about that.
We're going to smash them at home. Unbelievable game. Come on, the man! And that's exactly the point. We're going to Wembley. Yes, man. That's exactly the point. I think he made a perfect point there. Arsenal have to go to St James's Park against the odds, under the lights, a game that they've lost 3 of the last 4, by the way. Tell me, ma, I'm on his YouTube channel.
Yes, that's correct. Also lost 3 of the last 4 games at St James's Park, and now they have to go there in a cup where you just seen the support there. Newcastle fans are going to be well and truly up for it. We're going to start walking backwards. I know some of the security are going to want me to go shortly.
How are the lads?
Now Arsenal have to do, I mean, I would almost argue the impossible. They have to go to St James's Park, right? Look at our records at home. This season, our only home defeat was a loss to Brighton, where we battered Brighton in the game, and a loss to West Ham. I mean, West Ham, I actually think in 2024, one of the only teams West Ham has actually came at St James's Park and deserved to win there. Newcastle are just that good at home. It's not just winning at St James's Park. Arsenal have got to score at least 2. A 2-0 win would not even win them the game. It would take it to penalties. I mean, Arsenal have to win by 3 just to go through. Newcastle with the crowd behind them. I mean, Sandro, midfield maestro from Milano. Sandro, Sandro, you get yourself out of here, lad. Get yourself back home. But no, I mean, let's talk about the game first, right? Now, gonna be honest. 2-0 Newcastle, was that the first scoreline? I felt like Arsenal deserved at least a goal in that game. My word, they had a lot of chances the first half. My word, they had a lot of chances the second half. It was just one of those days where it did not click for Arsenal. Nothing clicked for Arsenal. They couldn't get it going. And I have to say, right, you'll be able to see this in the vlog tomorrow. I have to make 2 separate videos out of this, the vlog tomorrow. Now, watch the vlog tomorrow, right? The Arsenal fans, I mean, the 80th minute onwards, they're walking out of the stadium. Now, I found that mind-boggling, by the way, now. Because you've got to look at this again, right? Yes, I get that Arsenal's losing the game, but this is 2 legs. If Arsenal had scored at the end, and let Newcastle ended up winning the game, not 2-0, but they won it 2-1. the difference between a 2-0 loss for Arsenal and a 2-1 loss for Arsenal, that is a huge difference. And I couldn't believe the amount of home supporters that were just walking out in the 80th minute, 85th minute. I mean, what's that about now? We are in London now, right? Transport in London, is it? I mean, the undergrounds, you got the overgrounds, you got the trains, you got the buses. I mean, the transport in London is amongst the best in Europe. It is, without a doubt, some of the best in Europe. And all the fans are going out in the 80th minute. I mean, that's ridiculous. Now, if that was Newcastle, right? Let's say it was Newcastle first leg at St James's Park. We were losing 2-0, and I seen supporters walking out the 80th minute. I would be livid, because Arsenal, despite not scoring, towards the end of the game, they stood a lot of the board. They could have scored a goal today. They really could have. They had so many chances and just none of them went in. Now, I want to talk about Martin de Bruyke first, because he had a little moment at the end by himself, which I think does tell us the story. I think that was his last game for Newcastle United today, and what a way to bow out on your Newcastle United career. I mean, what a resurgence he's had this season, by the way. I mean, basically every single match. Yes, tunes. I mean, every single match the Bruyke's had for Newcastle. I mean, what a way to end your career. And that's the perfect game for him to end his Newcastle career on. It was a real somber note just to see de Bruyke come over. Yes. Yeah.
Adam Pearson, number one.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Look after yourself. But yeah, see you out, mate. But yeah. I mean, what a way to finish your Newcastle career. I mean, that was astounding from Newcastle United. Every single one of them players, I mean, every single one of them. I mean, Emmy would kiss me there, but I would kiss every single one of those Newcastle players. I had the chance to all deserved it. Get in there, lads, come on. But I mean, I was so impressed with Newcastle United, because again, that was not even a bad Arsenal team. That Arsenal team actually played all right today. I mean, they had a lot of chances, and on a different day, I still don't even think 2-0 was the fairest scoreline, but Newcastle just done such a good job of controlling the game, and were just able to, I mean, they really shocked them. That's a shock. That is a massive cup shock, and I don't think anyone tonight would have predicted a 2-0 Newcastle. I certainly didn't. I actually would have took, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually would have took a 1-0 or a 2-1 loss today. I actually reckon losing by 1 would have still benefited Newcastle going back into the second leg. But not just the fact that Newcastle's won the game, the fact that we have a 2-goal cushion, not even a 1-goal cushion, a 2-goal cushion. I mean, you've really got to look at us being back in the cup final now. I don't want to sound arrogant coming across that, because it still is like to be played at St James's Park, but that's the point. It's St James's Park, and Arsenal have got some work to do. I mean, they have to put in the performance of a lifetime to get themselves back to Wembley. I don't think they've been to a League Cup final. Was Birmingham City the last time they were in a League Cup final? That 2010 loss, was it? I think it might have been, actually. And it's just seen the way they play it today. Again, I don't think Arsenal are even that bad, which is the mental part, because the fact that Arsenal's not that bad says so much about Newcastle, because again, that's one of the best teams in the world, which Newcastle just controlled, and were just able to get what was a historic result for us. That's big. That is really big. I mentioned earlier about the Big Six wins and our Big Six record this season. That really puts Newcastle not here, but up here. That puts Newcastle towards the top of the best in this league and the best teams in this country. And Newcastle, you have to say, is amongst those teams. That was an astoundingly good performance tonight, and I say it again, that is without a doubt the best away result of my lifetime. I have not seen Newcastle. I've been to about 120 away games Newcastle. I've not seen a result quite like that. That's our first win at the Emirates since 2010, and just to clarify again, that win, how big is that? In the context of a two-legged semi-final, in the context of Newcastle today, just getting a job done and just trying to make it work, and it works so well. I've got to give a lot of credit to Eddie Howe and these players today. That was an actual 10 out of 10. I can't fault any of that at all. But yeah, vlog will come out tomorrow. I had to make 2 separate videos and that. You guys wanted the raw reaction after the game. I had to come back with a vlog as well, because I've not got many words to describe that. For me, for what I've seen in my lifetime, I've been 24 now, it doesn't get much better than that. And whichever one it is, let's say Newcastle gets a job done, it's Liverpool or Tottenham. Whoever it is at Wembley, you better turn up, and you better give 100% and work your absolute arses off, because whichever team it is, they will not be confident against a Newcastle team like that. Newcastle, like that tactically in a game, can beat anyone. They really can beat anyone. And I'm trying to think of losses we've had at St James's Park over the last couple of years. I actually can't remember the last time Newcastle's lost a game at St James's Park by 3 or more goals. I think it was a 4-0 loss to City when Eddie Howe first came in, and that was the near prime Manchester City as well. The last time Newcastle's lost a home game by 2 or more goals, like I can't remember. When was the last time Newcastle lost 2-0? Was West Ham 2-0 or was it 1-0? I can't even remember anymore, but before the West Ham game, I can't even remember. Now, I remember Dortmund last season in the Champions League. That was a team, by the way, that got to the Champions League final. Their manager came out after winning 1-0 away to Newcastle, he came out and said that after a result like that at St James's Park with that crowd, we can achieve anything. That was the strong words of a manager that would go on to get the Champions League final that season against Real Madrid. He knew how big a result that was at St James's Park at the time for Dortmund, and that just shows that it's a near impossible stadium to play at. Newcastle United, under the lights where the crowd will be 100% behind the fans, Arsenal are in a real power. They're in real power. They needed a big result tonight and they couldn't even score a goal. I felt like Arsenal needed to win by 2 tonight. They didn't score a goal. That's a huge concern for Mikel Arteta, and for what is a season where I feel like Arsenal needs to win silverware. That could be the start of the end for him. If he doesn't win the FA Cup and Arsenal don't get far in the Champions League this season, of course lose out in the title race, he might be sacked this season. He really might be, and that's a concern for him, for Newcastle. Best I've seen in my lifetime, really is. That and the PSG home game, that's the stuff you live for as a football fan. Incredible, honestly incredible. Vlog will be out tomorrow. You do not want to miss this one.